We're at the first tunnel here.
The Scoville-Johnston Tunnel.
And right through there, you can see Mount Rushmore in the distance.
It's so cool.
So cool.
So this is why you travel the road, for this view. Mount Rushmore National Memorial.
Wow.
So here it is.
This is pretty cool, I gotta say.
Hi, I'm Matthew.
Hi, I'm Susan. Together we love to travel.
The saying goes, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
Well, 2020 dealt us the biggest lemon of all.
Except being sourpusses about it, we made the best lemonade ever.
An epic road trip!
Entering Mount Rushmore National Memorial. It is right in front of us. It's so cool. I know it's not the greatest shot right now because it's backlit, but soon it will all be lit up, and that's what I'm excited about seeing. Similarly.
Proceed into the lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mount Rushmore National Memorial. Just a few last announcements before the 9 o'clock program. First of all, those of you that have come in late, as you probably have figured out, the program is taking place at the beginning of the Avenue of Flags, not in the amphitheater. That is due to a technical difficulty with our speaker system. The speakers are only working down at this end of the park right now. They're not working down at the other end. It's a little more complicated than that, but that's the basic story. So at 9 o'clock, I'll start with a ranger talk. Runs about 10 minutes. And then we, as a group, will be singing the national anthem. What a better place than Mount Rushmore to sing our national anthem. Do not be shy. Even if you can't sing, we don't care. You need to be singing anyway. So do not hesitate to just join right in and singing. I got a couple nice young ladies that are going to get us started to make sure everything runs smooth. The whole program is going to run about 15, no more than 20 minutes. The last thing I'd like to remind everybody is our low speed limits. That is intentional because of wildlife. I like to say at Mount Rushmore, when the sun goes down, the animals come out. So when you're going home tonight in the dark, you may not see them, but there's going to be a lot of mule and whitetail deer up and down that highway. So slow down, follow the speed limit, so both you and the deer get home safely tonight. All right, that's really it for announcements. So I'll be back with you to start this program rolling here in about 7 minutes. On January 20th, 1961, John F. Kennedy became the 35th President of the United States. He proceeded to give one of the most famous presidential speeches in our country's history. He concluded that speech by saying, "And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. But there's more to the story. The day before, a nor'easter slammed into the east coast of the United States and dumped 8 inches of snow on our nation's capital. Totally unaware what President Kennedy would say later in the day, 1,700 Boy Scouts braved the weather to assist the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and 1,000 District of Columbia employees clear the city streets. Those Boy Scouts, soldiers, and employees embodied President Kennedy's message. Only 44 days after Abraham Lincoln was elected president, South Carolina withdrew from the Union. 4 days later, Abraham Lincoln wrote a friend, and in that letter he wrote, "I fully appreciate the present peril the country is in and the weight of responsibility on me." Through the terrible defeats at Bull Run, Wilson's Creek, Chickamauga, and other battles, through the bloody stalemates of Shiloh, Stones River, Wilderness, through the costly victories of Antietam and Gettysburg, Lincoln stood firm. During the darkest hours of the American Civil War, Abraham Lincoln had the moral courage to begin the process of freeing our country's slaves. In 1865, when it was obvious that the North would win the American Civil War, he said at his second inaugural address, quote, "With malice towards none, with charity for all, with the firmness in the right as God gives us to see the right, let us strive on to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds." I now invite you to sing along with our national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes tonight's program. I hope you had a wonderful time. Drive safely.
So we're here on the Avenue of Flags, and beneath each flag bank is the state and when it was admitted into the Union. So here you have Arizona, Arkansas, and California. And that's when they were admitted into the Union and what state they were when they got admitted.
So the flags are organized alphabetically all the way down.
And they line both sides of the Avenue of Flags here. So, like Idaho is over here, they were the 43rd state admitted in 1890.
She didn't do anything.
Montana was the 41st, admitted in 1889. Oregon was the 33rd, admitted in 1859.
I found South Dakota.
And in the very last bank of flags, way down here at the end, we have the state of Washington, 42nd into the Union in 1889. And there she is. And there is Mount Rushmore.
So down underneath the Walk of Flags and right behind the amphitheater is the museum that you can take a walk through, and it tells you the history of Mount Rushmore.
All right. Wow. Thank you.
Because I'm a train nut, so you gotta hit a golden spot. So Susan's starting the fire in our tent. When we arrive, they have everything preset inside there, and so all you have to do is get it started, and they have extra logs. So it only took about 10-12 matches, but we have some start.
Killian.
Hey guys, we're
Good evening.
Good evening. We're laying in our nice comfy bed here at Under Canvas, and
I got some sun today. Oof.
oh,
On our
today was a good day.
Yes, in our 165-mile drive around southwest South Dakota.
Yeah, it felt like we were in the car for like 1,000 miles, but it was only 165.
But we got to see Custer State Park, a lot of it. Wind Cave National Park, which was great. Got to go out and see Mount Rushmore at night.
Yeah,
all
that was
lit
amazing.
up. That was amazing. I've never seen that before. Oh, I can't wait to see it tomorrow morning again.
So we're going to turn in. Actually, we're going to enjoy the fire, and then we're going to turn in, and we'll see you guys in the morning.
Good night.
Have a good night.